So you need to know how to retain the length that you have grown on your 4C natural hair. Well, you're at the right place. I'll be sharing with you a few tips on how to retain the length that you have grown on your natural hair or grow your natural hair out long regardless of the texture. So you need to keep watching. Hey, welcome back to the channel New Growth Naturals. My name is Samantha. If we're meeting for the first time, I'm a natural hair specialist and also a certified hair loss practitioner. On this channel, I post videos on how to care for your natural hair styles, and everything in regards to your natural hair health. So if you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button below so you get updates whenever I post new videos on how to care for your natural hair. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you a few simple tips on how to grow your natural hair out long, preferably your type 4 texture hair, because I realize there's not a lot of 4C hair, natural hair, YouTubers, and that can be frustrating because most of y'all, you have 4C hair. That's why you come here to see my video, right? Anyway, so tip number 1. Sleep in a satin scarf. I know you probably hear it everywhere, but it is that important. Sleep in a satin scarf or use a silk pillowcase. Yes, that helps to protect your hair from breakage throughout the night. So take that seriously. Tip number 2, deep condition your hair. Like every time you wash your hair, use a deep conditioner, and I promise you'll start seeing great results. Tip number 3, which should have been the first tip, leave your hair alone. Literally leave your hair alone. Natural hair is fragile. If you're constantly manipulating your hair, sis, you're gonna break it. So the best thing to do a protective style that lasts you at least 2 to 3 weeks, or as long as you can manage to keep that protective style for once your scalp and your hair is cared for and they're healthy. Go ahead, why not? But leave your hair alone. The more touches, the more manipulation is gonna break. The culprit is not that your hair is not growing. Forget that. If you shave your head off right now, by next week you'll see hair on your head. It means that your hair is growing. So if your hair is growing constantly, maybe not as a fast pace, but it is growing, and that's all you need to know. So if your hair is growing, that means that at some point in time you should have long hair. But the fact that it is constantly breaking off, that's why you don't have any hair. So to retain hair, try to leave it alone. Just comb your hair, moisturize your hair, protect your scalp, do scalp massages, leave your hair alone. Tip number 4, watch your diet. Healthy, strong hair is totally dependent on the nutrients that we put in our body. Our body gets its energy from the food we eat. I guess you all know that from biology class, right? But God has made us fearfully and wonderfully, so our body tends to prioritize. So if you're not eating enough nutrients, the nutrients that you're already getting goes to your heart, your lungs, your liver, those type of organs that need it to survive, to keep you alive. And then the what left, if any at all, goes to your nails, your skin, your hair, because your body doesn't see it as a priority to grow hair out your scalp anyway. So then that hair that you may be getting growing out of your scalp may be thin, may be weak, it may be brittle. So the least of the breeze or environmental factor, whatever you put on it, may cause breakage. So you want to make sure that you're eating up your fruits, your vegetables, you're drinking a lot of water, keep your hair hydrated from inside out, and such the likes. I won't tell you what to eat. I know you'll do your research, but guys, follow a good, healthy diet. Also, you need to exercise. Don't stress. Like, it's a stressful world. Trust in Jesus. God is good. I hear somebody say all the time. Yes, all the time, God is good. Trust in God. He'll help you. Sis, God has your back. Tip number 5. I know you may have heard this before, but use a wide tooth comb to detangle your hair. Or better yet, finger detangle. And whenever you're detangling your hair, always start from the ends. Once you start from the ends, you want to clear the ends out, and then you work your way up to your root. And that way you'll minimize the amount of breakage that you get. And another thing that you should also consider when it comes to detangling your hair, try to do it while you're using a detangler or a good moisturizing product, because once your hair is dry, it doesn't have much elasticity in it, it will snap and it will break. Tip number 6. Trim your ends when needed. And I don't mean that you should get scissored happy and because your ends look a little bit uneven, you're going to trim. No. Whenever you have split ends, single strand knots, when you have hair that start tangling up because they start getting stringy at the end, then you know you need a trim. Get a trim. If you don't get a trim, especially if you have split ends, it's just going to travel all the way down to the strand. You're going to end up losing hair. So cut it just below where you see the split ends and move on. It will grow back. Just do your protective style, keep your hair moisturized, and I promise you got this. So that's all it for today. I hope you learned something. I hope this short video was informative for you. If you have any additional question about how to grow your 4C hair out long, comment below and I'll see you in the comment section. See you in the next video. Remember, Jesus love you. Be good.